Hey friends, welcome back to Watavue Mountain. No, we're not at the mountain today. We're back here in suburbia, and just like the title describes, we're right here outside the garage in suburbia, and you see we got these old lights outside the garage, missing some nuts. They're kind of sideways, they're all worn. So today we're going to replace them with these gems that we found at Costco. Fiat Electric 1-pack. These are dawn to dusk, so they'll just turn on. You just leave the power on and they just run by themselves. So let's take a look inside the box, see what we got, see if there's any instructions, and then see how hard it is really to replace one of these lights. I'm thinking it's not going to be that hard, but either way, I hope you're having a blessed day. We are here at in Suburban at Watavue Mountain, and God is good. We just passed over Easter, and I'm feeling pretty good about life. So thanks for coming. Thanks for checking us out. Enough of me jabbering. Let's get to busy. All right, let's just take a look and crack one of these opens. I haven't opened these yet, so we're literally just doing this together. See what we got. So for easier installation, replace thumb screws with included longer screws and rubber washers. So, all right, got that. All right, nice little there's the glass that hangs down. Comes with a light bulb, so you don't have to guess. 60 watt replacement. It's really 8.8 watts. It says 15,000 hours of life, but we'll see. So yeah, there you go. Comes with a bulb and everything. Some more packaging. Got a package nice. And then there you go, just a couple wires. There's your bracket. Here's your sensor on top, the dawn to dusk sensor. So yeah, green, black, and white. So we got our ground, our neutral, and our hot wire. Outdoor lantern, it even tells you this side up in case you're confused. And then the glass will go into here. Well, I'm not gonna try to do it now, I'm gonna break it. But let me go take these other ones off and then get these guys screwed in. All right, so let's remove the old ones first. If you want, get a voltmeter. Make sure that the power's off. If not, if the switch is off, you're still safe. So this one's got a nut on it instead of the thumb screw. So let's see if we can get this off. So really all you're gonna need for the others is just a Phillips head screwdriver. But like I said, just because this one we used a hex nut because we lost the other. So we're just gonna take this down, and then you can see all our wire nuts here. So we're gonna go ahead and separate those out and disconnect our hot wire, our common, and our ground. There we go. Straighten those up, clean those up a little bit, and then let me see what kind of mess we got here, because I didn't install this. So this will be a flathead screwdriver. So let me get that old bracket off, that old cross bracket off, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we got that off, got that cleaned up. And you can see they put some of that concrete back there, so this could be a challenge for us to get this crossbar, these screws into on that crossbar. So let's just get up here and see what we got. Yeah, these screws aren't long enough. So the joys of the dealing with this stone. So let me grab the old screws. So because the stone, like I said, the old screws weren't long enough, so we'll go back to these ones that were on there. And we're just gonna kind of set that in place. And see if we can get it there without bending this crossbar. It's sort of there. And then this hole. No, that's not going in. Well, let's see what's going on here. All right, so I took that little piece of concrete out there. And now we're screwing into the wood. Okay, that one's at least started. That one's still not quite long enough. It's a little loose. So let me go grab those 4-inch. I'm gonna grab some 4-inch screws. Maybe I'll start this all over. So ideally we would have, that box would be behind here, the outlet box. But clearly they did not install one here. So like I said, I'm just gonna take these 4-inch wood screws and get that there. And that feels pretty solid there. So I think I'll leave the other screw, even though I'm gonna take it out. Because if I ever try to change this again, then I'll be dealing with 2 different screws again. Don't like that. So you see, these were like maybe 2-inch screws. So we're gonna go with the 4-inch. Just make sure that it's gonna not move. Okay. Now before we get too crazy, I'm gonna just make sure that the light's gonna sit right, because this piece of rock is sticking out pretty far. So let's see how it sits up. So there we go. That'll work. That looks pretty straight, pretty level. So now we're gonna go ahead, and it came with the wire nuts. I didn't show you the wire nuts, but we're gonna go ahead and wire it all together. So again, just like every other time we ever do this, just make sure that you keep these wires nice and flush at the end. Like so. You can twist them if you want to, but the idea is this thing's gonna twist it itself. So I'm gonna push both together and in at the same time while I'm twisting that in. Get it nice and tight, and I'm gonna pull back to make sure neither one of them comes out. Maybe give it another little twist. Try and get everything tucked in the back as best you can. How did I get that on there? How did I do it last time? I see, that's why that was bent out. So this block right here is absolutely hosing us to get this thing lined up where it's supposed to be. So what I'm gonna have to do is get this side started. Oh my gosh, how do you get in there? Alright, well, so both of these are going to have to come out just a titch. So I'm going to bend this out a little just to give me some space coming off that rock face. See if we can make that work. So the joys of rock. Now, of course, if this was a flat surface wood house or something, that would be much easier to take care of, but it's not. It's rock. All right, let me get this screwed in and we'll come back. Okay, we're gonna change plans. I don't like this at all. This is sitting way too cattywampus, and you see I scratched out right here on this stone, this part right here. So I'm gonna go get, I don't know, something. See what we got in a bucket of treats over here and see if we can cut this out. So I moved it back, I found the grinder. So ear protection, eye protection. We're gonna leave all this in place. Let's see if we can just cut this stone out. There you go. You see how that's going? Slow but sure. I'm gonna keep going. We'll come back when we're done. All right, there you see, we got that cut out. I ended up using just a screwdriver and a hammer to kind of finish that off. I probably need to do a little bit more right there in the corner, but let's see. So you see it's got these rails on the back for it to sit on, for the bracket to sit on. So what I'm trying to do is just get that flush. And there you go. So now that's sitting more flush. It's right up flush with the stones. Let's take a look. See there, now it's flush with the stone. Same thing on this side, flush with the stone. So now let's see if we can get those screws in there. Well, let's get the wires wired up back again, and then we'll get those screws in there. All right, there you go. So now it's nice and flush. We're still gonna have to caulk around the back. I don't have any clear caulking though, but we'll just keep on going. I'll run to the store and get some. It's a little collar to help hold the glass in place. slide that up. Reach up inside. Just tight, but not too tight because you'll break that glass. Let's go flip the switch and see what happens. There you go. That's simple. Easy breezy. Awesome. It went off because it's obviously it's daylight, but it came on just so we know it's working. And then I guess we'll see tonight if it flips on by itself once it gets dark. Let's get this other one knocked out and then we'll close this thing up. So there you go. There's the first one. A little tough with these stones to get those screws in the back, but not impossible. And then here's the second one. Took me about an hour to get this one, just because it was hard to get those screws in back there. And like I said, I got to come back and seal that caulk behind it, but not too shabby. So there you go, friends. You can see it goes pretty nice with the trim. Now I got to paint this piece. We had this piece replaced because it had rotted out, but with the door and everything else, they look real nice. And like I said, pretty simple, pretty straightforward process. Now, of course, if you have wood or some kind of flat surface as opposed to these stones, or even, I guess, brick, if you had brick that's level, this will be way easier to get those screws in the back. That was really the toughest part. Wiring it together is not hard. You know, anybody can figure that out, right? Black to black, white to white, green to green. It's pretty simple. Yeah, other than just the screws, I mean, I think this probably would have taken me 15 minutes to change these out altogether if it wasn't for those pesky screws. Easy breezy. So yeah, so thanks for coming, thanks for checking us out. Hopefully this helped you. If it didn't, and sorry it didn't help you, but somebody out there somewhere needed to see this. So thanks for coming, thanks for checking us out. If you like what we do here at Watavue Mountain, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon, and of course go back and watch some of our other videos. For those of you who don't know, our mini cabin got struck by lightning and burnt down. So for a while it's going to be just projects here in suburbia. So enough of me rambling. Thank y'all. We're absolutely blessed to be on this journey, to have you along with us, and for us to be able to share these projects with you, whether they're big or small. We like to share. So thanks for coming, thanks for checking us out. Look up this way, we're going to post another video. Let YouTube pick it because they know what you like better than we do. So now, thanks for coming, thanks for checking us out. Till next time, be safe, God bless.